Hello students, welcome back to channel Global Online. Myself Nihal. So in this session I will be explaining you the very important chapter, the agreements of WTO, that is your GATT, TRIMS, AOA and as well as GATS. Okay, both are different. GATT and GATS are different. Okay, so I'll explain you what is the difference between these two agreements. Clear? These chapters are very important because in the examination the questions are coming from this chapter. So if you can watch this video till the end, that is your bonus point. Okay, it will maximize your score in the examination. So I suggest each and every student who is seriously preparing for the upcoming examination, especially from the commerce and management background, please watch this video till the end and share as maximum as you can. So if you are preparing for the upcoming NTA UGC NET examination from management and commerce background, we have come up with the right preparation strategy for you, in which the experts will guide you, will give you right direction how you will crack this examination, even if you are preparing for the first time for this examination. Okay, in this complete course we are providing you the complete video lectures in which your all concepts of paper 2 will be covered. Then you will be provided with the syllabus, full syllabus notes. All the 10 units of your paper 2 will be covered in that. Okay, you can also read those notes when you are traveling or whenever you want to. If you have notebook, if you have notepad, mobile phone, tablet, laptop, wherever you can have access to those. Mock tests will be provided to you, so you will practice more and more, and then your confidence will build more. Okay, and you will be able to answer the tricky questions, moderate to hard level questions, any questions. PYQs will be provided with the right explanation of it, so you will understand the examination pattern, from which topics the more questions are coming out, and what is the exact right answer and why. All the explanation will be provided. Doubt clearing sessions will be there, in which you can ask the questions to your experts will guide you and you will prepare better. Marathon sessions also will be there. Okay, so this is complete course for your upcoming NTA UGC NET examination if you are preparing for the December attempt. Okay, what you need to do, just join the course. To join the course you have to message on this number, just WhatsApp your what we can say, just write a message on a WhatsApp number or give a missed call on a WhatsApp number. You will be guided. Okay, and start your preparation from today. You will be totally completely ready for the examination till the exam, right? So first we'll start with the GATT, that is General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. Okay, which is the important agreement of WTO, correct? In the previous session when we were discussing about the WTO, in which we have just overviewed about these agreements. Okay, we'll start with this session with the detailed explanation. So GATT mostly focuses on the trade in goods. Clear? So main focus of this agreement is to trade in the physical goods. Basically it was started in 1947. The GATT was created in 1947 and now under WTO framework. Basically this is the agreement of WTO now. Clear? What is the aim of GATT? It aims to reduce tariffs, remember these points, okay, and other barriers on the trade of physical goods. Very important point. The GATT agreement is focusing on the trade in goods. Okay, basically it is aiming to reduce the tariffs and the barriers, okay, on the physical goods like cars, electronics, textiles and many more, but it should be the physical good, correct? The GATT is encourages non-discrimination, especially through the most favored nations, that is MFN clause, correct? So basically GATT's responsibility is to reduce the tariffs and barriers, correct? Not in terms of only one country, not in terms of any special country. Okay, if it is kind of thing, if it is only applicable to a particular country or a special country, that will be discrimination part, correct? So it should not be special for one country, it should be applicable to the all countries. So GATT is the responsible body who encourages not non-discrimination. Correct? For example, if India lowers tariff on imported steel for one country, it must do the same for all WTO members. Correct? If India is applying any tariffs or barriers for the particular country, sorry, lowering the tariffs on a particular country for a particular country, okay, then it could be a discrimination, because India is not applying these all uh, what we can say benefits to all member countries. It is just applying for a particular country. That could be a discrimination. Correct? So if India is applying those all benefits for all WTO members, okay, that will be beneficial for all countries, and it is called as non-discrimination part. So GATT will be forcing India to do not discriminate in terms of these things. These things means lowering the tariffs and all. Understanding? So in terms of trade of physical goods, no country should discriminate with any other WTO member. Right? So GATT is the responsible body or the agreement actually, which is giving the benefit to the all countries for trading in a physical goods. Okay, with the low tariffs, low barriers, and non-discrimination facilities. Clear? Understood? Remember those all points. It was created in 1947 and it is now under WTO framework. Second, it is only focusing on the physical goods trade. Okay. Third, it encourages non-discrimination in all member countries. Correct? And it is the body who is, we can say, monitoring all those trade practices. Correct? This is all about GATT. Now next is now the GATS. Okay, how it is different? Just difference of just one word, which is one is focusing on the physical goods and second is focusing on the services. Okay, so GATS, okay, General Agreement on Trade in Services. It is there in the name itself. Correct. Focuses on trade in services, and GATT was focusing on the trade in goods. Correct. So how GATS is working? Covers sectors like banking, tourism, education, healthcare, IT, and etc. Because these sectors are mainly focusing in service sector. Understand? It encourages countries to open their service sector to foreign competition. Understanding? So it is also focusing on the reducing the barriers in the trade, especially in the services. Understanding? Ensures transparency, fair treatment, and progressive liberalization. Any barriers or anything which is coming under the trade of services in the member countries. The GATS is the agreement which gives the benefits to the all members to trade free, or we can say not free but in a fair manner. Okay, it should be in a transparency manner. Okay, it is promoting the liberalization. Understanding? For example, if the UK opens its legal service market, it must treat Indian and US firms fairly under GATS rules. So anyone who is violating the rules, that will be punishable under the General Agreement on Trade in Services. Understanding? So there should be free of flow, getting it, of a trade in services according to the General Agreement on Trade in Services. Understanding? So basically WTO, World Trade Organization, what it is focusing on? Free trade, good trade, beneficial trade. Understanding? So these are the agreements who are responsible for monitoring and just giving the limitations to all member countries to be within these rules. Do not break the rule, do not violate the rule. If you violate the rule, that will be very what we can say, in a simple word we can say, very dangerous for you. Okay, correct. Right, the next is TRIPS, trade related aspects of intellectual property rights. Intellectual property, that means if any country is having a particular product, the name of a product, the design of a product, okay, that design, name, or product has some patent or copyright or trademarks, right? So those should not be violated. Those should not be used by another country and said that is our product. Okay, that will be the violation of the TRIPS rules. Understanding? So TRIPS is the agreement which is protecting those patent, copyright, trademarks and designs of the member countries. Correct? Protect innovation and ensures creators or inventors get right globally. So basically, if particular country has a copyright or patent, okay, that means that particular country having the rights, okay, and if another country is trying to use those products by their name, that is the exactly violation of the rights. Understanding? So TRIPS will protect those things. Balances IP rights with the public welfare, like access to medicines. For example, a pharmaceutical patent granted in US must be respected in India under TRIPS rules. So any country who is having their own product in his own country and exporting those with their member countries or another country, the other countries should not violate that rules. That means they should not use the product as their own product. They should respect the what we can say, the member country from where that product is coming out. Getting it? So that is the TRIPS agreement, which is protecting the intellectual property rights. Now next agreement is about investment, that is called TRIMS, trade related investment measures. The focus of TRIMS is investment policies affecting trade in goods. I'll explain it how. Basically, TRIMS is the responsible agreement which is prohibiting the policies, okay, which is engaging in the discrimination against the foreign investors or which is distorting the trade. Understand? So no other country can discriminate or no other country can ban to invest in another country. Okay, foreign investor can invest in another country. The TRIMS also uh, bans measures like local content requirements, forcing companies to use domestic goods. So no other country or no other company will force in just using the own products. For example, a law that says 50% part of mobile phones must be local is against the TRIMS, because TRIMS will not do such things. It will not give you the restrictions to use only local products. It is giving you the benefits of using 100% import and exports of goods to create a mobile phone or manufacture the mobile phone. Understanding? So it is basically reducing the barriers or reducing the discrimination in the free flow of investment. Understanding? So just remember TRIPS and TRIMS, which is one is focusing on intellectual property and second is focusing on the investment measures. Understanding? This is the difference in between two, TRIPS and TRIMS. Similar agreements are there, like GATT is there and GATS is there. Understanding? One is focusing on the product, second is focusing on the services. Then we have a TRIPS and TRIMS. One is focusing on the what we can say, intellectual property rights, and second is focusing on the investment measures, right? Next is AOA, Agreement on Agriculture. You might not heard about this agreement, or maybe you have heard. This is also very important in terms of examination perspective, which is focusing on global agricultural trade. Okay, it aims to make global agricultural trade fair and market oriented. So basically, it is reducing the barriers in the trade of agricultural products. It should be fair and market oriented. Okay, no another country or other country should increase the price, should decrease the price. It should be market oriented only. It covers market access, reducing import barriers. If there is another country who is imparting the barriers, okay, in the imports of the agricultural products, so AOA, Agreement on Agriculture, will give that country a right to reduce the import barriers. Understanding? Domestic support, limiting subsidies, right? Then export subsidy is also there, phasing out the subsidy that distort the exports. And if any other subsidies or any other policies are there who are reducing the export limit, what we can say, who is limiting the exports, who are limiting the imports. So AOA, Agreement on Agriculture, is the agreement which is giving the free flow of that. For example, WTO restricts excessive subsidies given by rich countries like US to their farmers to protect fair competition. Understand? So there should be a fair competition. It should not be any discrimination and all. So all those agreements were focusing on the trade, but in a different terms. One is focusing on the agriculture, one is focusing on the intellectual property, one is focusing on the products, then services. Understanding? So everything in terms of, or we can say from the all aspects, the trade should be free and beneficial for the all countries. Understanding? So these are the very important chapters for your upcoming examination. Remember the full form of that, where it is focusing and how it is functioning. Clear? Thank you so much everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day. See you in the next session.